Last week, the Fox News network invited both Democratic candidates to appear on the conservative network ahead of the California primary on June 7th. Bernie Sanders said that he would appear. Hillary Clinton said that she would not. This is unsurprising considering the fact that Hillary Clinton hasn't always been the most accommodating when it comes to Democratic primary debates. Thanks to the beloved DNC, the initial Democratic debates were limited to just 6, meaning that as soon as Bernie Sanders was gaining momentum, he was cut off at the knees. Early on, Clinton was reluctant to add any more debates to the schedule, but once her lead began to slip and Bernie Sanders began to gain momentum, she began to sing a different tune. Then, when Senator Sanders called for a New York City debate, Hillary waffled. That was when the Clinton campaign said they would only debate Sanders if he agreed to change his tone. See how Clinton always has to have the upper hand? Now, nearly the same thing is happening. Clinton had already initially agreed to hold a debate in May, but now that we're here, what is she saying? She claims that her time would be better spent focusing on the general election that hasn't even begun, rather than giving the remaining states a chance to view their Democratic options. After all, didn't Queen Hillary already declare that she had finished this primary stuff a week ago? Clinton's decision to decline the debate is a big mistake for 2 reasons. One reason you may have already heard from others is that her decision shows a disregard for the democratic process. Simply put, being okay with fewer debates means that you're okay with voters having less information than they could have had. Senator Hillary Clinton understood this in 2008 when she scolded then-Senator Barack Obama for not wanting to have more debates.
Honestly, I just believe that this is the most important job in the world. It's the toughest job in the world. You should be willing to campaign for every vote. You should be willing to debate anytime, anywhere.
That sounds reasonable to me. The second reason that this is a big mistake is that if Hillary Clinton were to become the Democratic nominee, she would be going against Trump in the general election, and that means she'd be competing in debates against Donald Trump in the general election. And guess which network would just love to host a debate between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump? You guessed it, the Fox News network, the same network that is trying to host this debate between Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton right now. If Clinton were to go on Fox News now in a debate, she could work to deflect the mountain of criticism that is headed her way from conservatives on the network. Waiting until she's standing next to Donald Trump and in front of a panel of Fox News pundits sounds like a nightmare scenario to me. Clinton may claim that she's focusing on the general election, but she is clearly handicapping herself by refusing to engage in this debate. The general election hasn't even begun yet, and she's already risking her campaign through her own arrogance. In a race against Trump, the Democratic nominee, whoever they may be, will have to use every ounce of their resolve. Clinton is already underestimating the enemy, and if she thinks that this won't be the fight of her life, then she's already lost.